Hello, everyone, and welcome to your healing subscription for today. So, different room today. I'm in my therapy room, and we are working with the healing chart. And I've got some tachyons on here. I've got healing petals in the back. I've got some soul plan cards. I've done a lot of my prep work already, so I'm just going to go in and do the work and then share that with you all. So before we tune in, actually before we start with the whole process, today instead of using a light code, we are tuning in with a number. So I want you to perhaps just write this number down or just listen to the number as I'm reading it out. 7529 hyphen or dash 1289. I'll read that again. 7529 1289. So that is our zip code or our address for today's healing session. Also, what I wanted to know was if there was a card or something that could represent this group or this tune in for today. And the Wands of Horus card for union came up. So let's bring it a little bit closer to the camera so you can see it. That's our union card. It's the unification of the heart and the lungs. And it's about, you'll see that there's lotus flowers or plants on the outside. That's our connection with the outside world, our connection with the inside world, and how all of these things combine together. And so this is our card for union or unification. So this is going to be on top of our number for today. So while focusing, perhaps keeping that number in mind, keeping this image in mind, I want you to take a moment to close your eyes and just tune in and set your intention for what it is that you would like to receive in today's session, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual healing, whether it's something that you want to call into your life or something that you would like to release from your life, or perhaps you want to do a combination of the lot, releasing what no longer serves and calling in what is in your highest interest. So just spend a moment or two, close your eyes and just tune into that. If you need more time, feel free to pause this recording. I'm taking our number for today. That's going to be folded up. And our Wands of Horus card. So this is our connection for today. And I'm going to place that over the heart center or the heart chakra. So that's where we will focus today in today's session. And so at any point during the session, if you wanted to focus energy a little bit more, or if you're feeling deep emotions or anything like that, and you wanted to balance that, you can just place both of your hands on your heart. I drew soul plan cards to see what our polarities and our problems are. So first of all, our polarity card that came up is card number 17. And 17 is about slavery and mastery, so dominance or servitude. And so when this card comes up as our polarity, it could indicate that perhaps there's a bit of a spiritual disconnect on some level, perhaps feeling a little bit abandoned by the divine or feeling abandoned in general. It could indicate creative blockages. It could also indicate some mental confusion or just imbalances around anxiety. I know there's a lot going on energetically at the moment, and a lot of people are freaking out a little bit. But this is our time where we need to come into our balance. We need to meet our shadows and we need to integrate our shadows. This is very important. So this is when 17 comes up. That's a real opportunity for that. So I'm going to place that onto our left leg. Actually, I'll put it on the right leg. So it's just on the shin of the right leg. So that's what we want to let go of. Then we've got our separation card. Separation is 18, 9. And so when we've got the combination of 17 and 18 together. This would indicate that today's session would be about abuse or traumas. And so this is not necessarily, perhaps you've never had any abuse in your life, but it could be any trauma, whether it's a physical trauma, mental trauma, emotional trauma, spiritual trauma. We all have birth trauma just coming into this world. Could be surgery, it could be anything. And perhaps your life is going 100% perfect at the moment, but at some point in your life, you have had some trauma. And so in today's session, we are going to use this energy to release that trauma from the body. So whatever is no longer serving, whatever is not offering you anything in your highest and best interest, that all has to fly. No space for that. Right, so let's get cracking. Get my chair out of the way. I'll guide you through our tachyons we have in place today. So starting at the feet, I have here rainbow spiral pyramids. These are to draw out electrosmog and any dense energy. So any energy that's not serving, we're pulling that through the system and down through the feet and out. And also what I do is I dowse to check what tachyons go where. So I'm only doing the analysis now. We've got green spiral suns on the knees. That usually indicates that we're moving in the right direction. For me, when I get green on the knees, it indicates that we're moving into a new direction. So perhaps a field or a direction that we were not aware of before, or just maybe life is sending you in a different direction, or maybe you are choosing to go into a new direction. Base, sacral and solar plexus, they've got their correct colors and they've got spiral suns on, so little round spiral suns. So those are all good. I've got rainbow spiral pyramids on the hips. So that would indicate that there's some blockages that perhaps need to be cleared in this field. The hips are about how we relate to others. So it could be relation to parents, could be family, friends, etc., etc. We also have spiral pyramids on the lung points. And so that would indicate that there's also some energy that needs to be cleared. So whenever we've got spiral pyramid, it sort of shakes the energy up and it releases that. We have pink pyramids on the ovary points. And so this is for men and for women. This is our creative center. And so when we've got pink here, it's an indication that we need to nurture and really come back to yourself, nurture and hold yourself. Do something creative, perhaps paint, sing, dance, or something. Do something creative that's going to help you. On our large intestine alarm points. So alarm points usually come up when we've got over energy. We have the gold or the topaz tree of lives. So that's about bringing structure in. The large intestine is about grief and guilt. So perhaps we need to restructure, we need to release, we need to let go of. Gold is also to bring that joy and happiness and light-hearted energies in. Got a pine green spiral sun on the liver gallbladder side, and the citrine spiral sun on the stomach stomach spleen area. Both of these are high frequency energies, so they are higher frequencies than the normal green or a normal yellow, and so they bring a higher expression of those colors. Those colors are correct over there. So I think just as far as colors are concerned and spaces and shapes are concerned, it's all really, really well balanced. So we actually, seems like quite a general session, but we are bringing some high frequency energies in as well. Over the lungs, the actual lungs, I've got semispheres, green semispheres. So green semispheres are associated with deep healing, usually something on a physical level, something like cancers, ulcers, tumors, or any heavy, dense energies. So the lungs, same as large intestines, but grief and guilt. So we're releasing and removing all of that grief, guilt, maybe even resentment from the system. We have a 12-sided pyramid on the heart, which is a normal one in this location. I have a aqua pyramid on the thymus. That's a correct color and shape for here. So it's a high frequency energy. Aqua semisphere on the throat, which is to really open up the throat center so we can express ourselves fully and properly. Then on our carotid artery chakras, we have the triple M, so it's Metatron, Melchizedek, and Archangel Michael, Tachyon. So that's to really bring the angelic presence in. It's a very strong angelic presence and also a strong protective energy. The carotid arteries is where our vagus nerve runs through. So by applying pressure to the carotid arteries, what we're doing is we are telling the brain to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. So as we breathe as well, whatever we breathe, whether it's just breath, all of our thoughts that we are thinking at that moment of breath gets pulled through the throat, centering into the heart and into the lungs. So our thoughts are pulled into our system and then being made up in blood, and the blood sends all of those messages through the body. So whatever we think at any time is flooding through our body as we throughout the day. So by bringing these three guardians, and we've got almost like three guardian angels standing around our throat, protecting this area and raising the vibration of this area, so that with each inhalation, we can bring in high frequency energy, loving energy, positive affirmations, beautiful things that we need in our lives. Then we've got the corona orbs on the temples or the ears. Actually, not on the ear chakras, sorry. Temples are coming. So on the ear chakras. And corona orbs, they are about protection, but they're also about spiritual development. And so perhaps developing our balance, because this is our balance centers, and also our senses. So our senses of hearing, sight, smell, taste, all of those senses that we normally have in the head area, those will be sitting in the ear area. It could also indicate that we are clearing away, flushing out the lymphatic system. So that also there's lymphatic drainage points here behind the ears that'll go through the neck and then into the heart and into the lymphatic system. So it could also be clearing there. We've got clear 12-sided pyramids on the temples, and so this would be to bring in clarity. So clarity in where you're going in life, what you're wanting to do. And we've got an indigo star pyramid. So that's quite a normal one to have in this location. Then I've got a bunch of 12-sided pyramids above the crown. And we've got a Bermuda blue going into, it's actually a fall of color, two fall of Bermuda blues. Actually, it's Bermuda blue to a peacock, and then a Bermuda blue again, and then clear. So that energy is cycling through and refining. We've also got a Bermuda blue and a peacock on the hands. So Bermuda blue in the right hand, but peacock color in the left hand. And that is all of our tachyons that I've got into place. Okay, so I am going to walk us through, I'm working with the Atlantean paddles today. So they're called paddles. They are these shapes that are different colors, and they were channeled by Frank Alper in the, I think it was in the early 80s, maybe even in the 70s. And these are devices that works with electromagnetic frequencies and with color. And we brush these through the auric field to get the energy to flow in a different way. So they're actually really beautiful. So what you are going to do on your side is to really just lie down and breathe and relax. And I will actually put chants overlaid on top of this recording once I'm done with this, because the chants are going to help with the clearing and the unblocking as well. So what I will do between sessions as well, between sweeps, is I will step out of the way and allow the energy to settle. And then for best results, if you could spend 10 to 30 minutes after the session to just lie down, quiet, no thinking of anything, take a nap, breathe, sleep, whatever. It helps to integrate the energies. Okay, so especially when working with the paddles, some of the colors that we bring through may be a little bit scratchy or hard or rough, just allow yourself to feel that and see where you feel what sensations as well. So just to give you a rundown of what I'll be doing is I'm going to be sweeping from the head usually down to the feet. Sometimes I'm going to be taking it up, and sometimes I'll be focusing on a specific area. I'll see if I need to say anything in between. I may just mention to you the color and just briefly what the paddle is for. So find a moment to get yourself comfortable. remembering your focus and your intention for today's session. So we'll be starting with the green as well as the pink petal. And I'm doing both of these together because the green one can be a little bit intense or sharp energetically. So the pink comes in and it softens that a little bit. So the green is to shake energies up, to release things, to really let go of things. It's especially good on the mental, emotional level for rejection and anger. On the physical level, it's really good for arthritis, rheumatism, even cancers, any strong, deep illnesses that we have. And the pink one is then to cleanse and clear the auric field, and it balances the chakras and the meridians. So it focuses very strongly on the heart center and releases all of those energies. Also really good for clearing out mind chatter. So just breathe slow and deep as we take these energies through. So bringing through the blue and the yellow petals. They also work well together. Blue focusing on the throat and self-expression, while the yellow focuses on the mind. In both cases, it's really about getting our bodies and ourselves to express ourselves fully and openly about things the way that they are, to release all the mind chatter that's sitting in the mind that's no longer serving us. Moving on to the orange petal, and I'm combining the green petal with that. I may not have the green petal all the time. The red one is for working on the physical level, on the physical body, blood, cholesterol, fat deposits, any of the tissues, muscles, bones, tendons, ligaments, etc., etc. When we combine with the green one, then it's really good for those physical ailments. So I'll see where I need this one. I may not use it. I'll see as I go through. Otherwise, we're going to be working mainly with the blood over here. On the mental, emotional, spiritual level, this is about bringing ease through, because as we release all of the pain and stagnation that's sitting on the physical levels, that produces ease in our daily lives. Let me breathe slow and deep. Next, we bring the violet or the purple petal through. This one's really good for getting the chakras energized, meridian system aligned. It's amazing for releasing any attachments or aliens or possessions or anything that is not part of the body or not needed within the system. So it's a good all-round cleanser. Finally, we've got the Star of Creation or the Star of David, and this is to connect us with our soul's journey, our soul path. It's also associated with the senses, the sense of taste, smell, hearing, most of our other senses as well, and very strongly connected with the third eye and crown. Use this to seal in the healing for today, to help you connect with your soul, connect with your soul's journey, perhaps on some deep level finding your soul's path, why your soul chose to be here in this life. Possible, if you could lie down for 10 to 30 minutes, just be quiet, meditate, sleep, take a nap before coming on to the next part of this recording. So perhaps just pause the recording, just take that 10 to 30 minutes to integrate. So our final cards that we drew, now that you've integrated, hopefully, the final cards that we drew is our solution, our opportunity, solution, and result. So opportunity is what today's healing is giving us. What is the opportunity for growth here? The opportunity card is the 12-3 card. And 12 is about expansion and growth. It's about love, nurturing. It's also about teaching and sharing. So it's as you learn, so you share those experiences with others. So whatever you are going through in life, how good or bad that is, that's a learning opportunity or growth opportunity for you. And as you grow and learn through that opportunity and you master it, you can then share that knowledge and information with other people. 12-3 is also about seeing the beauty in everything. So perhaps take some time to nurture yourself, to find the beauty in everything around you. Okay, so then our solution, this is your homework. This is what you have to do to get to this opportunity. Is a 3-3. 12-3 is over here, so 3 is included there as well. So 3 is coming up. The funny thing is, while there was actually a few funny things, while I was shuffling the deck, the 18-9 fell out. And I put it back in and I carried on shuffling and it came up as one of your cards. And the 3-3 is one of those other cards that fell out and it came up as your card as well. So the solution, or what you need to do to get to this opportunity of nurturing, is to express yourself. 3-3 is all about self-expression. This could be in the form of written words, it could be singing, speaking, teaching, acting, any form of expression, self-expression. And so the more creative you can get, the more honest and truthful you can become with your own expression, the more you will step into this 12-3 quality. And I will pop some more homework associated with the 3-3 in the comments below or in the description below. And then our result of doing this homework is a 13-4. And the 13-4 is also known as the Divine Mother. So it takes that love and nurturing quality from the 12, and it actually takes it up to another level. It takes it up to the 13-4, to the mothering, to the Divine Mother, where it is all about teaching, healing, nourishment, and nurturing. This is about stepping out of your selfishness. And I'm not calling selfish here in a bad way, or self-centeredness in a bad way. This is about you. When bad things happen to us, we turn within and we turn into the self, and we forget about everything else around us. The 13-4 is inviting us to take our awareness out of ourselves again, to pay attention to what is around us. And so as soon as we start looking after others, we become less self-centered or self-indulgent, and we share that with the rest of the world as well. So 13-4 is very loving energy. It is a radiant energy. So it's all about shining your light wherever you go, not even explaining what that is, just being and radiating and shining your light. So I think that just everything sort of feels like it's really balanced just within this reading. Tachyon level, that felt like a nice balance. And I'd be interested to hear in how you experienced the Atlantean paddles, and if anything exciting happened with you, or if you felt any sensations within the body. So I hope that you enjoyed the session, and I will see you in our next healing session. So sending you lots of love and light. Take care.